Testing. Welcome back to Helsinki. We are right now in Töölö and this is Töölön Tulli, one of the most famous intersections in Helsinki. This is Kulkija saying hello and good evening everyone. I hope you are having great evening, and I decided to celebrate this evening by having a little walk. And I have a mission tonight. I'm going to Oodi and I have a book reservation and the book has arrived, so I'm going to get the book and walk there and then probably take a tram back home. And as you can see, weather is quite pleasant at the moment. It's not raining, but it is cloudy, and I think temperature is something like 17 or 18 degrees Celsius. So still fairly warm evening, even though it is late September, almost October. It has been a super warm autumn this year in Finland. It feels like August or early August, even though it's late September. And let's see what's going on in Töölö. Right now we are between Meilahti and Töölö. And the funny fact is that even though it is called Töölön Tulli, the intersection, it is actually part of Meilahti area. Sometimes in Helsinki names don't always follow the districts and so on, so you can have a place called Töölö in Meilahti even though Töölö is right next to it. Hello Marie, welcome, good evening. I'm just checking the connection right now, and this is a bit exciting because I have switched phones, and as you can probably read from the title, I am streaming right now with iPhone 16 Pro. So that's the newest phone, and I finally got a new phone. And right here we can see a little bit of history of Helsinki. So this used to be the border of the city, and right there it says Töölön Tulli, and this used to be the border between city of Helsinki and Helsingin maalaiskunta, another municipality. And the border was here until 1906, and it is basically explaining that that city expanded and they had to move the border further and further away. So until 1906 the border was right here, and hence the name Töölön Tulli. So let's get back to sidewalk. I don't want to, there is a bike lane on the left side. I don't want to get hit by any cyclists. New people and more people tuning in. Hello Matthew, Matt the Matt, hello. And then Coris is there, and Alan and Kurt TV. Welcome everyone. Yeah, this was a quite spontaneous live stream. I did made it public about a couple of hours ago, but I think there is something going on with YouTube right now that it doesn't really send notifications anymore. So that's a bummer, and always makes me a little bit sad, because after all, notifications is the thing and really the mean of having live viewers. But I'm happy that you are all here right now. And this is the intersection of Mannerheimintie and Reijolankatu, and back there you can see that they are building the new hospital area, and it is called Laakso Hospital. And about a month ago there was an incident on that construction site. They were exploding some rocks, and some sort of mishap happened, and one of the rocks flew after the explosion right here. So over Mannerheimintie to this street right here, and the rock destroyed 2 cars right here, and it was a big news event also. At least newspaper Helsingin Sanomat covered it, and I read it from the news that this type of incident had occurred. So quite scary that an explosion flies a rock all the way to this side street, so almost like 200 meters, and quite big explosion. And I think they didn't made sure that the covers are put in place, and that's why one of the rocks slipped and flew over Mannerheimintie. Hello Markus, welcome. Oh, and Alan got notification. Yes, thank you. Sometimes YouTube is a little bit inconsistent with notifications. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. And yes, it was quite a big incident, and luckily no one was hurt, but as you can imagine, there could have been serious consequences or like serious injuries if someone got hit by those rocks. And right here we can see that Mannerheimintie renovation is continuing, and now they are renovating the section between Opera and Reijolankatu, where we are standing right now. And no tram traffic in this section, so all the trams go from there to Reijolankatu, from here to this way, and no tram traffic at the moment in Mannerheimintie. And actually I have a photo for you. Let's take a look if we can recreate this scene. So here is this former petrol station or service station, which is now a McDonald's. But this photo was taken in 1959, and back then it was a Gulf petrol station. So a little bit of local history right there. And yes, they are still selling petrol, but now the building itself is McDonald's restaurant. And friends from welcome. And yes, Markus, it will be a part of Meilahti hospital area, but it is not the main hospital itself, and I think they are going to connect these two hospitals with an underground tunnel, so it's part of the same organization. And right now there is just a big hole in the ground, but after a couple of years there will be quite big buildings coming up to this corner. And there's another look of that former petrol station. And by the way, locals know that McDonald's as Rokkimäkki. So that's the Finnish word of the day, Rokkimäkki, because it comes from the word rock and roll, and that McDonald's used to be a rock and roll themed restaurant, and I think they still have some items related to rock and roll, but nowadays it's a lot less rock and roll McDonald's. But I think in 1990s Helsinki had several McDonald's restaurants that have some sort of theme, like rock and roll or rally or space even. And I think this one was the last one of those themed McDonald's restaurants. And still no signs of Max burgers in Finland. I'm still hoping that someday we will have Max here in Finland as well, so I don't have to go to Sweden or Denmark to get some premium burgers. But right now it is only McDonald's, Hesburger or Burger King. Yeah, no heavy metal McDonald's, only rock and roll. I think we should take this way tonight, and we take the route around Olympic Stadium, but today we are going to the other side of the Olympic Stadium, so a little bit different route tonight. is there an ice hockey match tonight? Maybe HIFK might be playing tonight. So this is Nordis. I think this might be one of the oldest ice hockey halls in Finland. Yeah, I think IFK is playing tonight. I don't really follow Finnish ice hockey league nowadays, so I don't know what's going on and who is leading the series right now, but at least at least I know that Helsinki has HIFK hockey team. And by the way, Oodi is open until 21, so 9 p.m. So we have plenty of time to walk there, and I'll get my book after this live stream. So I got this new phone last Sunday, and of course I wanted to test it right away. Looking pretty good so far. And one of the things I want to see is that, as you know, with my old iPhone 12, I had to plug in the phone right after 2 hours or 2.5 hours of live streaming, and I hope this new one has a little bit longer battery life. And it's also, of course, nice to see if the video quality is any better, because I think the streaming software is so-called the weakest link in this system, that no matter how high quality camera you have, it's the software that kinda decides the final quality of the stream. So I'm not expecting to see any drastically better quality with the new phone, but I think it is possible that during night or in low light conditions this new phone will be better. And Alan, I still haven't got that lighthouse book. It has been on my bucket list for several weeks right now, but still I don't know why and how. I still haven't got there and got the book. I'll be surprised if it's still there because after all it was in the window and lighthouse books are quite popular in Finland, so I don't have any high hopes that it is still there, but someday I'm gonna get it because it was really a really interesting book and it was cheap. As you know, usually books are quite expensive, but sometimes you find good used books with a little bit cheaper price. So many football fields in this area. A lot of juniors practicing. It's Tuesday night, so a lot of practicing going on and many teams are practicing tonight. And right there, that's the Olympic Stadium. So this time we are taking a slightly different route and we are going between swimming stadium and Olympic Stadium. And right now I'm using the 0.5 lens, so this is the wide angle lens, and with my iPhone 12 I usually had to switch to another lens when it became darker, because the 0.5 lens was not that good in low light conditions, and it is quite interesting to see how this new phone. Yeah. So you are following my iPhone tests in live. That's the only way to do it. And Gabriel, I didn't actually ditch the phone. It is my secondary phone right now. And it was still in good shape, but I thought that now it's time to move on and try a newer one, because I don't switch phones every year or every other year. I think that's just a waste of materials and you don't get that many new features every year or every other year. But I think the iPhone 12 is now something like 4 years old, and I think 4-year interval is acceptable. So you have a permit to switch to new phone after 4 years, and I have done this before. I usually try to use my phones at least 3 or 4 years. So the short answer is that now I gave myself a permit to have a new phone. And my iPhone 12 is the normal model, and the new one, this new one 16, is the Pro model. So there is a little bit of difference also in that. to see, of course, Töölönlahti. So I think we take this way and let's try the another camera. So this is 0.5x and this is 1x right now. And of course I will be watching this live stream later and then I see the difference between the lenses and cameras. So that's exciting to see later. And I think we should also make a microphone test because right now I'm using the external microphone, but if we unplug it a little bit later and test the internal microphones of iPhone. And yes, my iPhone 12 still has the original battery, and I think it was something like the health level or health percentage was something like 91, so it was surprisingly high. I was expecting something like 70 or 75, but still 91 after 4 years. So that's pretty good. Oh, almost missed. There is the winter garden of Helsinki. The gate seems to be still open. Let's see if there's any signs or text we can read. It says just that parking is you have to pay for parking, and winter garden there is the opening hours, so 10 to 16, and Fridays it is closed, but the gate is still open, so I guess we can take a closer look. Okay, it seems that the signal is right now a little bit weak. Hold on. Somehow the signal dropped when I arrived here. So I try to find a better signal. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I think we are slowly getting the signal back. So that's the winter garden of Helsinki. And there is also a rose garden here. Oops. I try to get the message away because now it seems to be a little bit better. Wow, it is difficult to get away. Now I think it's gone. Okay, let's move on and see if we can find any better quality for signal. Okay, now it says on my end that the signal should be as strong as it gets. So if you are still having some problems, then I recommend like refreshing the page. Sometimes it helps too. That's Hugo, a water power generator, hashtag Hugo Energy. And there you can see that it is actually making and creating some energy right now. So volts are quite high. It's 25 volts right now. And there is also a USB socket, so you can charge your phone while watching Hugo at work. It used to have a little LED light, but I don't know where the light is right now. It's missing the street light. Yeah, Hugo is quite clever, and at the same time it is a piece of art. It's 7:30 and it is getting dark already. That's the only reminder of fall at the moment, because weather is really warm and temperatures are quite high. So let's do a little bit more testing, because I think right here... Oh no, the signal is dropping again. Okay, let's keep walking. I was going to try and to test the other camera and zoom all the way to Hotelli Torni, but I think I want to get the best bitrate before I do or make that test. So let's walk a little bit more and try again. And it is a bit surprising, because usually I don't get any signal issues right here. And I'm actually switching carriers also. So right now I'm still having the Elisa connection, but I'm now moving on to Telia. So it will be a 5G connection with Telia. And I already ordered the new connection, but there is always a little bit of delay. I think it's something like 7 days before they can move your phone number to another carrier. So that's why I'm still waiting. Yeah, now it's going down again. Sorry about that. I do hope it is not the software of the phone itself, because that would suck. buy a quite expensive phone and then you realize that it's not suitable for live streaming. But maybe the new 5G connection will be a little bit better. And I did some speed tests before this live stream, and I was getting well over 100 megabytes per second with the speed test. So uploading and downloading was maybe 50 or 60. So it should be plenty for live streaming, but you never know. Töölönlahti is really popular among runners and cyclists. So during the day this stretch is for commuters, and in night there are runners and like cyclists just driving around Töölönlahti. Yeah, tomorrow is a normal working day. No holidays or any other festivities in Finland right now. So just a normal night for everyone. Okay, now the bit rate is super low, so hang on with me, guys. I really hope this is something like just a occasional thing. Yeah, I think it is my end that lags right now. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, now I get a notification that transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection. Yeah, thank you. I already know that. Yeah, I have been streaming here many times, and even during the New Year festivities, and when there were like thousands of people in this park, and we didn't have this much of issues back then. So this is like really surprising. Yeah, I have the newest update, iOS 18. It shouldn't be that because this phone was delivered with that software version. So let's try to stay in one place for a moment if it gets any better. And at the moment I just made a little bit of camera tests right here. So I know it looks bad for you guys, but for me it's looking quite decent. Oh, now the notification went away. Let's hope it keeps climbing right now. So 1000 kilobytes per second right now, back to 800, and the normal level is 4,000 and right now it's 100. So it's really bad. I think we should keep walking towards Oodi and let's see if it gets any better. And if it doesn't, then we will try another day.
Ei yhtään tarvi ostaa.
Niin, mut montaks?
And I haven't seen any other live streamers to use iPhone 16 yet, so I don't know if anyone else is having similar problems. And it's always difficult to know if it's the phone or just the network connection, or are we just having a bad day today. Okay, back to 1500 right now, looking good. And by the way, this is the new Töölönlahti Park. So they added more plants and more trees and more little fences and places to sit and places to play for children. And this is like a totally new park right now. And people of Helsinki were complaining that this park used to be like a desert. So only some lawn and nothing to see and nothing to experience. And then city of Helsinki decided that now we want to try something else, and this is what we have now. And actually now the connection seems to be a little bit better. Okay, and Marie, yes, I think Linnanmäki is still open and they have that light festival thing coming, and also Eek Week. That's the official name of the event, Eek Week. So that's like a Halloween themed week, and that's still coming. So yes, I think it is still open. Couple more weeks. And Gabriel says that I just looked it up on the official Apple support forums. There have been some complaints about 16 Pro connectivity. Okay, thank you, Gabriel. Now we know that it might not be my fault. So, and thank you for staying with me, because right now we are having a little bit better quality. So this is like a beach in the middle of the park, looking really nice. But yeah, I think there will be a next update already coming, 18.1 or something like that. So let's hope that it will fix some of the problems we are having with this model. So this is Töölönlahti Summer Park event stage right here. So you can arrange a free outdoor space events at this stage, and I think it is completely free for you. So there is a QR code and address from where you can book this space. So that's quite nice. And oh, they even added some like party lights. That looks really nice. But yeah, now this park is much more inviting and much more pleasant. More flowers and more trees. And if I'm right, this is still like a temporary setup, and if this is a success and people like it, then the city will make it permanent. But at least from what I have heard this summer, people love it, and I would be surprised if this wasn't going to be a permanent park like that. All right. I think now we are going to test the zoom function, because right there in the middle of the frame there is my favorite building. You guys already know what it is, but there it is. Hotellitorni right there between Sanomatalo and Kiasma, and you can see Forum shopping center in front of it. So this is the zoom lens 2x right now, and let's see if I can zoom even more with my fingers. Yes, a little bit more. Yeah, I know it's getting grainy right now, but there is still option to zoom with fingers a little bit even more. Yeah, looking pretty good. And this is 1x and this 0.5x. I think I'm going to stay with 0.5x for a moment, so I can see afterwards how it looks. And what's the status with the yes 4000? So it should be good right now. I mean the bit rate. And right now arriving to the Citizen Square, where Finns come to demonstrate. Because right there, that's the Parliament House and Music House on our right side. And a pink Helsinki sign right there. Alright, it seems that the quality is dropping a little bit right now, so it might be just the issue of this area, but I think We are going inside Oodi right now, and let's see if I can find my book. So I told just after I started this live stream that I have reserved a book, and the book has arrived, and now we are getting it. So this is like running errands with you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, thank you. Let's take the spiral staircase this time. Yeah, this is quite exciting. Wow. And it has some words that describe for whom this library is for. For example, right there it says for friends, for generous people, for feminists, for fakirs, and rainbow families, and stuff like that, and all the way up there with words. So as you know, Oodi is for everyone. That's the secret. Yeah. And now we need to find my book. Let's say what shelf it was. Where is my notes? One, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. I think it should be somewhere here. There it is. And where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. So it's a book about Helsinki, of course, and it is by Matti Klinge, and it is the European Helsinki. So basically Matti Klinge was an historian, quite famous historian in Finland, and this book was published a couple of years ago, and the book covers the years between 1860 and 1914. So that's quite interesting to read. Now let's try to blend it. need both of my hands, so stay with me, guys. Where is my library card? It is right there. So first you have to show your card. And then we give the PIN number. And yes, it's a self-checkout. Okay. And can I have a receipt, please? There it goes. So, yeah, 1 month time to read it, so that will be plenty. Okay. I have a little bag with me, so I'll just put the book in there. Yes, we are ready to go. Do you fancy a little tour of Oodi before we go? We can take a climb and see the most famous spot of Oodi. Yeah, the cover art was amazing. Yeah, it was Haavis Amanda featuring the cover. And right there, that's the highest point of Oodi and very Instagrammable spot. Yeah, I always admire the ceiling. It's a little bit wavy. And yes, totally different than Kallio Library. Hehe, that's me. Hello everyone. And it looks like it is snowing because the window glasses and glass pane. So let's just move on. Okay, you lost me again. So I'm heading out. Let's hope that the signal gets a little bit better once again. Right, we are out, and it seems that the signal is getting a little bit stronger again. So it's a big mystery why it keeps dropping tonight so much. But anyway, I hope you liked that Oodi experience. And now I have something to read. I'm always happy that we have such an extensive library system in Helsinki. You can basically get every or any book you want, and usually you don't have to wait that much if you just like order books or reserve books. So let's switch back to 1x. Our tests continue. So my plan is to take a tram back home. I don't feel like walking all the way back home tonight, because after all, tomorrow I have to work and have to go to work quite early in the morning, so I don't want to stay out too late. But I really enjoyed this walk because weather is so nice, and I had a chance to run some errands with you guys. Some police activities, and actually there is always 2 or 3 police cars on this square, because this is the busiest part of the city, and unfortunately not everyone wants to act according to law, and that's why we have often very strong police presence here. And sometimes taxi drivers are fighting with each other. So that might be one reason why there is always a police car standing there. Yes, beautiful station, and Slava Ukraini flags are flying for Ukraine, as always. And I'm not exactly sure when the next live stream will be, but I doubt it's this weekend, because I have some other plans for the weekend and I might not have time to live stream. But at least I try to keep my regular schedule, that is once or twice per month. So I'm taking 3 this time, and I need to find the tram stop. Let's see. I think I have to go all the way to Unioninkatu because that's the route of tram number 3. Let's see. And Mannerheimintie renovation messes up all the tram lines in Helsinki right now. So you really have to be careful and check out which one to take. So usually I take tram number 10, but right now 10 is having a totally different route, so I have to use number 3. And Alan, at the moment 3 doesn't go via machine shop or Korjaamo. I think you mean Korjaamo, but I think that's the normal route for tram number 3, but right now it's a totally different route, and I think we have a light. But anyway, this at the moment tram number 3 goes via Kallio and via Linnanmäki amusement park to Meilahti, and that's how I get home. So basically back to the place where we started earlier today. By the way, there is my neighbor, Pepe Wilberi, lives right next to me, or next building, the building next to me, to be precise. But he's quite famous musician in Finland, and now we stay or live in the same neighborhood. I sometimes see him when we are shopping some groceries. So, could this be a right stop? Let's take a closer look. Yeah, there is number. Yes, that it is. So let's check that I have my ticket with me. Now we wait. So, all right, there it is. Just in time. Hello Samia, welcome. We are entering the tram right now. The tram that takes me home. So let's test the microphone. I will unplug my microphone right now. Signal is dropping right now. Yeah, this is the old tram, not so smooth. That's right. But right now we are heading towards Kallio.
tai 3 ja
Sulla on taas tätä tai ihmistyöt vie energiaa.
Joo, kyllä sillä
Alright guys, I think that's it. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed this live stream even though we had a little bit of technical problems, but I think it's getting better and I have a good feeling about my new phone. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you soon again. This is Kulkija saying goodbye and I'll see you soon.